Hi guys, good evening. Good evening here. It's 7 p.m. Central European Time on a Monday, and it's Alex Tomaszewska speaking to you from Poland, right? On my weekly show called Way to Grow. And if anybody joins, when anybody joins, it's not if, I know you're going to join. Let me know if you can hear me, or I can just check it here on the side, and then we can see. Hey Scotty, if you could let me know if you could hear me, that would be brilliant. I hope you can, or else I will just check it on my computer, and then we'll know. Okay, there's a heart. Brilliant. Thank you so much. So that means we are on. Fantastic. So great to have you here. Hi Scotty. Great to have you. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about goals, and basically it's about setting goals, how to set goals so that they work for you actually. So this is something they don't teach at school. Okay, this knowledge that I'm going to be sharing today, I learned this in the corporate world, but don't leave just yet. Okay, it can actually be used in the normal world, in the world of your own business or at home. It actually works pretty well. So what I'm going to be talking about is smart goals. And as you can see, I am not smart because I just realized a couple minutes ago that the camera flips the picture, and this is why nobody writes in Facebook Lives. Yay! And I have no way of flipping the picture back. So it says smart from the back here, yay! So goals should be smart, and that is an acronym. See, it has dots in here, and I'm going to be talking about each of these letters, what they mean, okay? And in the meantime, I'm going to explain how to use them properly. So let's say you have a goal. I don't know, maybe you want to make more money, okay? That's your goal. You want to make more money, or you want to lose some weight, right? Or you want to find the love of your life, or you want to get a bigger apartment. Anything like that. Does it sound like a goal? Yeah, it sounds like something that we want to achieve, right, in life. So that's completely wrong. It's not going to work for you. Your brain is not going to accept it well enough to get you to proceed into achieving that goal. My camera keeps fixating if I move my hands, so when I stop, it's going to stop, possibly. No, it didn't stop today. Anyway, you have to look at me like this because there's no way to fix that. Okay, so smart goals. The first letter is S, and it stands for visual materials today. It stands for specific. I don't know if you can see that. You don't really have to because I'm going to talk about it all. The first letter, S, thank you, is for specific. So what does it mean? Well, the goal has to be specific enough for you so that you actually know what the hell you're talking about. For example, when you're talking about losing weight, okay, we kind of know what you're talking about, but it's not specific enough that you know where you want to get with it, what your actual goal is, right? And that's when we come to the second letter, which is M, for smart, and it's measurable. And this is my favorite part because it's very easy to get that goal to be measurable. Because the easiest way in which you can get a goal to be measurable is to set a number in it, right? So instead of saying, I want to lose some weight, what do you say? I want to lose 10 pounds, right? I want to lose 10 pounds. Now, any goal which has a number in it is a good goal, because then your brain can just create that limit in the point which you pointed to it, right? Okay, hey then, good to know. You're working on the same thing. Navid, good to see you here. Fantastic. So I'm just talking about smart goals setting, which I brought from the corporate world. So goals need to be specific. We need to know exactly where we're getting. And the way to set them to be specific is to use the M word and to set them to be measurable, right? So basically, it's best to use a number. One more time, right? How much money do you want to make? It's not about getting a raise. I don't want to earn more money. How much do you want to earn? I want to earn $6,000 a month. That is a specific goal. That is a measurable goal, right? I want to get a bigger apartment. That is not, hey, Marty, good to see you. Bigger apartment is not specific. What are you thinking about, right? How many square meters or square feet do you want to have in that apartment, right? Okay, I will get to that later on. Right now I'm just explaining. So the A in SMART stands for achievable, and this is very crucial. You know, any goal that we set has to be achievable in the sense that it cannot be scary. If a goal is scary, if it's too big, if you don't feel like internally here that you can achieve it, maybe it's just a little too big. Don't make it a little too big. That's not going to serve you. You need to feel internally that it is achievable. It's very important. If it's not achievable, awesome, Didi, thank you. Hey, Kristen, thank you. So it has to be achievable. You need to feel that it's achievable. But there's a thin, balance there, because you don't want to go too slow on your goals, right? You don't want to set them too small, because then you would need to change them before the time passes by. And I will talk about time in a second. But they need to be achievable. They need to be ambitious. I would just actually put there ambitious, okay? Ambitious, but achievable. And what do we usually do? So how to get there, basically? Normally, when I work with my customers, I work with people who feel stuck, right? They don't know what they want. Eat one banana. I mean, that is a very nice goal, but it still misses some parts, Scotty. I will get to that part soon. So, what was I saying? Damn, I can't answer comments and do this, can I? Okay, achievable, right. So, when I work with my customers, people who are stuck and they don't know what's next for them in life, but they feel that there's something bigger, but they just don't know what it is. The first thing that we work on is a vision, right? Which is like a big goal. It is a big goal. So first, it's a process, basically. It's not like you just sit there and in an hour you get your vision. No, it takes some time to realize what your true vision is. Not what the society thinks, not what your parents taught you your vision should be, but the vision that you have deep inside you, in your heart and in your soul, right? And it's supposed to be big. Possibly that is not supposed to be achievable, not in this moment, right? Your vision is supposed to be something that really calls to you. And right now it can be a mountain. Dream big. I always say dream big, right? So when you're setting your vision as a goal, you set it big. How to get to goals, because you need to set milestones on the way, right? And the goals which will get you to that mountain, right? We do it step by step, always step by step. So how to get to goals which are achievable? You need to divide it into smaller chunks, which is a very good scenario basically for achieving many tasks. So divide it into smaller chunks, and the first thing that's going to be on your way has to be a goal, and it has to be achievable. And that way you have the big picture somewhere over there on the horizon, right? And it's pulling you and it's moving you forward. But then at the same time, you have something achievable on the way, which you can achieve, then scratch it off your list, and then take a look back at where you came from and see, okay, I have already achieved this and this and this and that, right? And then as you go, you can also take a look back, and possibly if you write down your goals in your journal, which is my recommendation, definitely, you can also scratch them off your list and see that they are done, right? And there's a couple more things. And oh, by the way, and then with anything, like you can set up your weekly goals, which we do in my focused and free group. So you can join the group. I will post a link over there to the group, and you can join it. And then you can set your weekly goals, which also need to be achievable. But then you can also set your daily goals, and you use exactly the same method, right? You use exactly the same method. They all have to be SMART goals. You just divide them into smaller chunks. So the next letter, the letter R, for those who just joined, let me just quickly remind. So SMART goals, this is an acronym, stand for specific, measurable, achievable, and now we're getting to R, which is relatable, or they need to relate. Now, what do they need to relate to? They need to relate to the bigger picture. So you don't want to set up a goal without knowing why you're setting it. You know, we're always thinking about the general direction in which you're moving, right? And you will not, if you have your vision, you will not have all your goals set up in front of you. You will not have a path. You will have the first goal that you need to achieve, and then, you know, work it out from there. Wherever you got, then you work it out from there. And it's a very natural and stress-free, almost stress-free way of doing things. But the direction is always known. So this actually saves you time, because you will not set a goal if you just always make sure that it's relatable to something that you truly want to achieve. Then you save time, but by not focusing on the things that are not going to bring you benefit, that are not going to bring you where you want to get to. Guys, let me know where you're watching from and what time of the day it is you're watching from. And if you're watching on a replay, do a hashtag replay so that I can find your comments later on and reply to them after the live is done, okay? Right, so this is relatable. So we're always looking at our goals, and we're always looking at our path and the future, right? How is this going to serve me? Check with you whether it's something that you want to waste your time on. And also, if you look at the big picture, you're going to get motivated better for the goal. Okay, the last letter is T, right? And that says timely. The goals has to be timely. Now, that means that they need to have a specific time to get achieved. Like, a goal cannot go unfinished forever, right? So it's super important, okay, this timeline. So when we work on our vision, on the big goal, we always think about, you know, by when would you like to achieve it? Even with the big goals, right? By when do you want to live by a house on a lake, for example, right? But by when do you want to do this? With the vision, we do it. With smaller goals, we do it too. So when you set up your weekly goals, you have a week to achieve them, right? And that is brilliant. That is also, it is another number, and the brain really works very well with numbers, right? It works really well when it has a number, because it has something that it can adjust to. So it has to be timely. Now let's go back to our examples. Eat 1 banana a day, for example, right? From Scotty. So it's 1 banana, very specific. It is specific. Yeah, it is measurable. It is definitely achievable, unless, you know, the world runs out of bananas. It is relatable, possibly. So I am missing that part. Why do you want to eat that 1 banana a day, right? If you add that part over there, maybe just in your head, you know, why do I want that? And how would that refer to the rest of my diet, right? So it has to fit in the big picture. And then the last thing, the timing, okay? When do you want to start that, and possibly when do you want to end that? Or in the case of eating 1 banana per day, I would say it's by when do you want to get to this? Because, well, you can say I want to start tomorrow, but then you're probably not going to be super consistent with that, right? So you want to say, for example, in a month, I want to be at a level where of consistency where I eat 1 banana a day. Now, how does that sound? And you do it because you want to get healthy, because it has potassium. It's a great fruit, basically, right? So that's how you set that goal. Now, going back to the usual examples, because I really want you guys to understand it. If you have any example, let me know, or you're wondering about if a goal that you set is correct. You can put it there and I will refer to it later, and we can then work on it, okay? There's also going to be a quiz to take at the end, so stay tuned and remind me of the quiz. So the first goal was what? I want to make more money. I want to make more money. Okay. It's really, you know, possibly, I think it's definitely achievable, right? Because even if you get a raise of like 1%, you will achieve the goal, right? You will be making more money. But then your brain doesn't have anything to set on. in the universe doesn't have anything, it doesn't have any direction. Like, it doesn't know how much money you want to make, right? Maybe you want to win the lottery. Maybe you want to make, you want to start your own business, and that's your way of making more money. So the way you would need to set up your goals so that you can work on it, and it really does work miracles. Specific, okay, we're earning money. That is really specific. But when it comes to relatable and specific, I would say, what would you use the money for? Because, the world is not about the money. There's something in your mind that you would like to use the money for. Maybe it's for stability. Maybe you want to travel. Maybe you want to take 2 years off after you make a lot of money. Maybe you want to buy a bigger house, right? So that's how you choose where it's relatable to, right? It's very important, especially with money. Money is the kind of resource that actually gets you other resources. So you want to get down to the bottom, and that keeps you motivated. So we got the S and R, and then measurable. We need a number, guys. We need a number. It's not, I want to make more money. How much money? Okay, Odane, see you later. Thanks for sticking in. And there will be a quiz, so you may want to check it out later. I'll post the link over there. So measurable, how much money do you want to make? And you can set up a number in years, or you can set, that's the way you set it in US. You rather speak about the year, how much you want to make in a year. In Poland, we speak about the monthly salary, right? So let's say I want to make $6,000 or $10,000, whatever, a month, right? That's a nice number that your brain could already work with. Then check if it's achievable. Check if it's achievable. I mean, it may be very, very unrealistic what you said over there. So try and make it realistic, or else have a good plan on how to make it come true, right? So it's very realistic, not realistic, and not ambitious enough, I would say, to get a raise of 3%, which is just the inflation rate, right? That's not an ambitious goal. If you really want to make more money, you can say, I want to make 20%, which is a number more, right? And then the last part, which is very important, by when? By when? Because you can wait your whole life to make that money, right? So I want to make $10,000 a month by the same time next year, June 2020. And always check if it's achievable, because if it's not achievable, your brain will not be working on it, because it's just going to seem like a big mountain. So another example with losing weight, for example, right? I think you're catching my drift already. It's pretty simple. So it has to be specific. Okay, we're losing weight. Again, let's get to how it relates and what it relates to, right? Why do you want to lose weight? Are you overweight? Is that it? Are you having issues with your heart, with cholesterol? Or you just feel maybe there's another feeling inside, behind it? Any reason could be there, but I want you to know the reason why you want to lose weight, okay? Then we're getting to the measures, and how much weight do you want to lose? I mean, this is crucial. It's simple, right? I want to lose 20 pounds, for example, right? Very simple. And then again, your brain will just set up on it. And then if it's achievable, right? 20 pounds, well, it might be achievable, but not without the timelines. By when do you want to lose the 20 pounds? I want to lose 20 pounds in 6 months. Now, is this achievable? Yes. If you set it to 2 months, I don't know. You tell me. It has to be achievable for you. That's a crucial part of it. And there we go. So you would say, instead of I need to lose some weight, you'd say, I want to lose 20 pounds in 6 months, and set up a date for it. So today is the 27th of May, right? So you want to go to 27th of November to set up this goal, and maybe mark this date in your calendar so that you know what you're heading to, okay? And that's that's what makes the goals work for you. I think I've said everything. So the episodes, I'm trying to make them shorter right now. Let me know if you like that. And then the last thing, I'm going to put a link to the group so you can join it and set up your weekly goals over there, and also brag about your successes and do your gratitude exercises and get more value and meet like-minded people. So I'm going to put it there. But I also prepared a quiz for you guys, which is, I titled it, What is your relationship with your goals, right? So, how do you in general approach your goals? Is it a good relationship, or maybe not necessarily. Maybe you need to work on it. Okay, I'll end this live and put in the link there so that you can click it. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you so much for the comment. Guys, I did something on my computer and can't get the link. Okay, now I think I can get it. Okay, I'll put in the link after I end the live so that I don't have to hold you in here and then you can take the quiz. Thank you so much for being here with me. Have a great day and a great week. It's Monday, right? Bye guys, it was Alex.